Hello everybody, blessed Lent to you. We wanted to come to you during this midweek, during the Lent, as you contemplate upon. We are standing in front of a landmark in our village, in village of Whitestone in New York, in Queens. One of the landmark nobody can miss is the cross.
Yeah.
Which is built and erected by our church, our ministry right here in our school building. We don't have a school, we don't run it, but we still have the building used by special needs children in our community here.
Yeah, and the cross still, is a presence here. And as Pastor Johnson and I, we walk a lot now. So as we were walking through the neighborhood today, talking about Lent and the passage that came to our minds was 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. And I'm sure you've heard it before, but it goes like this: the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. And so for us, that message was really coming through about the power in the presentation of the cross, the symbol that it is, but the actual tangible results of it for us, those of us being saved. We know that Jesus died for all, and that he wants for all to come to a knowledge of him. So this is a great news we have to share.
Yeah. And the cross is not an attractive symbol, as you know, but Paul writes it's the power of God, the power player. Cross became a power player to claim lives, not to put people to death on the cross, but because of Jesus on the cross, the definition of the meaning of cross has completely changed. For you and me, for once for all, it's because of Jesus.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, the word Jesus Revolution is all over the place. I hope you would have gone and watched the movie, or
Yeah.
I went and watched with my family yesterday, and
I went last week, and we've been discussing it. Maybe you've seen it. It's interesting because you see like some of the best and some of the worst. You see some challenges, and you see the messiness of ministry. And so in a different era, different setting, this group of people who felt unwelcomed by the church, the hippies in the 70s, God found a place for them. And it was so intriguing as we're talking about it, for me, how one of the main characters was reflecting upon this idea that as a hippie himself, he explored everything, trying to fill that void that only Jesus could fill. And that was where he came to that realization that only Jesus can fill that void for me. And that really was at the start of this movement. And so it was an interesting movie to discuss and think about for us, how that applies to us.
Cross is a place of refuge for anybody and everybody. That was very well displayed in that movie. And I would encourage you to go and watch it, because to me, when I was looking at that, a small church can make big changes for good to the society. That's how the mission starts, And when I was listening to we are watching the movie, it reminded of our ministry here at Emmanuel, and a small church.
We don't have hippies, but
we don't
have that.
I don't have a hair to have a hippie in the first place, but that's the idea of a lot of new cultures and new people come and take refuge in the message of Christ, which is foolishness to many, but for the believers, the power of God, the power of God. That's a beautiful thing for us. And during this Lent season, we want to encourage you to trust in Christ, come close to him, and take refuge in the cross. And the symbol of the cross is a great reminder of Jesus' suffering for you and me and the whole world.
It's the power of God.
Yes. Yeah. God's peace be with you, folks.
God bless you.
Blessed Lent.